Alright guys, today we have a 2014 Honda Accord. If you have a 2013 to 2017, it's going to be similar. We're going to remove the steering wheel, airbag, and we're going to put in a custom made steering wheel and the airbag cover that's going to match the interior. I'm going to show you guys the interior too on this car. Alright, so we got the package here and we're going to open up and show you guys exactly what we're going to put on. In this little guy right here, we have the shifter knob. It looks real nice. All right, we're gonna show you how to change that. There should be this thing should pop out. There should be a screw in there. All right, so that's that. And under this, we have the steering itself. So this is a custom made carbon steering wheel for the Honda Accord. This goes on a 2013 up to 2017. All right, so if you need to remove and replace the steering wheel, airbag, you're looking at the right video. Honda Accord 2013 to 2017. So this comes assembled with a new airbag. How much this cost you?
No, it's coming with the airbag cover. It's not airbag.
Oh, it's not an airbag, all right? So it's just a cover for the airbag. All right, so we're gonna remove the airbag, but we have to be really careful. And this is custom made. All right, this is the cover for the airbag. And that's the steering wheel. Real nice, look at that. I'm getting too much lighting from that side. Let me see this. Move it this way because I'm getting a reflection of the light so we can see. Leave it on. It's alright.
It fell off.
Alright, so this is the steering wheel. Let's put it this way so we can see. There you go. And we're gonna start the job. We're gonna bring in the car next. Alright, so today we're gonna change the steering wheel on this 2014 Honda Accord. So we're gonna show you the tools you're gonna need. So what we're gonna do is, first of all, we're gonna start off by we're gonna line the steering wheel. All right, so we're gonna go inside the car, start up the engine. Okay, he's gonna do that. He's gonna center the steering to the perfect position. You gotta start the car. All right, so make it straight as possible. Let it go. Try to get the grip off the wheel. Just do that. And then let the steering be perfectly straight. See if you get it perfect. That's straight right there. Yep. Okay. Make sure it has no load either direction. See how it's going that way? There you go. That looks good. Alright, so straighten out your steering wheel just like that. Shut off the car. Alright, so we're gonna need a torque set similar to this. This is T30. This goes right in here, alright? So before that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop the hood open. Since we're messing with the airbag, we're gonna disconnect the battery for a good 30 minutes, all right? Because you do not want to mess with the airbag while the whole capacitor pack inside is charged up, all right? So all we're gonna do is take either negative or positive. I would do the positive, disconnect it, and leave it hanging. And give it a good 30 minutes for it to lose all the power, all right? Like this guy got the cap backs here. Even those, if you have a big cap here, this is the amp here. Disconnect everything that's gonna give power to any of the components in the car. You do not want to damage the airbag while you're working on it. You do not want that thing to explode on you while you're working on it, all right? So he's gonna disconnect this battery, but meanwhile, I'm gonna talk to you about something, all right? Do not put your hands through here, through there while working on, all right? You have to disconnect this and put it to the side, all right? So that's what you're gonna do. Another thing is, this thing has a coiling inside, which is called a clock spring, which is gonna be behind back here. Do not mess with that, all right? So take it easy, do not damage that. You do not wanna damage the clock spring, all right? It's gonna be a very simple job, right? All right, so he's removing this. All right, so we disconnected this. We also noticed this cable here is coming from here, so we don't want any power shooting up to here that's gonna feed power to the computer or the airbags. All right, so he's gonna disconnect that cable. The other cable is running from the alternator. Since the alternator is not providing no power right now, we should be all right. All right, so we disconnected this cable. It's not touching anywhere. You do not want to short it anywhere. All right, so this is done. Let's go. All right, next step is we're gonna wait 30 minutes, all right, before we do anything. All right, 30 minutes later, this guy's gonna take that while I stand here and record him. He's gonna remove that bolt. I'm just joking, it should be all right. So right there is the bolt for the airbag, one on each side. All right, he's gonna remove that. The torque number 30. All right, the little bolt, do not try to strip it. Do not use the wrong size. If your size is different, be careful, match it up. It's probably not gonna come out. It's probably gonna stay in there. Right, so he's gonna go on the opposite side. I'm gonna walk around. Right, so now we're on the opposite side. Same thing right there. Alright, so you should have that out. Right now the airbag should be loose. So don't put your hands right through these holes, so try to grab it from the outer edge. Sometimes those screws will not let it go, so you might have to push those screws back a little bit out. These little guys. Alright, so try to get these screws out completely, because they're probably going to hold that airbag a little bit. You see that? It moves in there. Same thing on the other side. He's going to use a pick to get that out. And then the airbag should just come right out, right? And it's going to have one wire connector to it, or two wires. One is probably for the horn. So anything yellow is usually related to the airbag, alright? Alright, so this connector is for the horn. Alright, so there should be probably there's gonna be a connector under that foam. There's probably a little clip under the foam. You're gonna have to remove that little foam to get it, see what's in there. There you go. Alright, that one wire, the red one right there, is for the horn. So these two connectors right here are for the airbag, both of these, alright? Alright, so just to let you know, these little guys, you have to squeeze them and pull them up, alright? Just like that, and the connector should come out. There you go, that's one. Use a little needle nose, and that should help you. There you go. After that, slowly, easily take this airbag, put it somewhere safe. Like we're gonna put it right there. Put it facing upward. Alright, see that? So we're gonna leave it there. The dangerous part is done. Alright, so going further, what we're gonna do is we're gonna disconnect the connector right there, the white connector that goes onto the clock spring. Just like that. Alright, and there's yellow connectors for the airbag can stay behind. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take out that big Allen key right there, right? Alright, so we're gonna take this number 10 Allen key here. Alright, this is number 10. We're gonna remove that bolt right in the center. The steering is gonna move, so you're gonna have to hold it with one hand. I would suggest, if you can, use an impact. It's probably thread locked in, so let's get an impact gun. He's gonna try, see if he can manage to get it, but I doubt it. Yeah, it's too tight. Let's put on an impact gun. Alright, so we got the impact gun ready. Hold the steering really hard. And let's see if we get that little bad boy out. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, we're gonna go by hand this.
It's probably not gonna come out by hand. Alright, it probably got a thread lock on, so we're gonna put thread lock on the new one when we're done. There you go. Big fat bolt. All right, there you go. Do not remove the steering yet, because I'm gonna show you a little trick. This is the bolt that comes out from right there. Put it somewhere safe. What we're gonna do is, just in case, even though we're gonna use a new steering wheel, let's say he decides to go back, all right, with the old one, or let's say you're not changing the steering wheel, you're doing another job, all right, we're gonna mark this with the inner shaft and the outer here. We're gonna mark it with the marker or whiteout. Alright, so he put a little mark. Try to use, you see the little notch here? Because the new steering has that one. You can even line that with the inner side so you know exactly where it came off from and exactly where it's going to go on. Put a few markings that you're going to remember. Because you can always take off that steering, put it to a different position. Alright. Time for us to take off this. So we're gonna guide this wire to stay behind on the clock spring. All right, do not let the clock spring turn if it turns on its own. So we do need to hold this as we come out, and we'll put a little tape right there. All right, so I got a little piece of tape there ready just in case. All right, so he's gonna take off the steering wheel and this wiring. You see this? The clock spring can turn. You do not want to turn it anywhere. Just let it sit right there, because too many windings, you will destroy that clock spring. That's probably like a $200 piece right there, probably more than 200 bucks. So let that little guy sit there nicely. If you need to put more tape on it. So do not let that turn, all right? And we have the wheel out. And we're gonna do all kind of modification with this little guy. We're gonna change all these pieces, are gonna be new, but we do need to take out the switches, put it on the old one. I'm sorry, on the new one. All right, next we're gonna remove that one and that screw right there, because it's time for us to remove the switches.